And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan
Tristy Young. Another young comic that like started at 16 is folk. Everyone knows his parents because his or his dad and stuff because his dad would bring him to clubs since he was 16.
Dude, that's awesome.
He's got he's like he's like a goofy like glasses kid, you know what I mean? Like he's a goofy looking kid and not like ugly kid in any way. He's just like an odd duck. Sweetheart, great pothead, very, very funny.
Wait, how old is he now?
He's maybe like 21 or 2. He was young.
You just don't like to hear the youth abusing marijuana. You just don't like to hear it.
His girlfriend was so hot. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah,
so good all weekend. He fucking got it. Christine, can you find out his last name for me, please?
Yeah, because 21 years old, you're just like going. You're like, hey, you want to
fucking moron for not remembering?
Want to watch me do something cool? Well, dude, I forgot when I was trapped. Speaking of trapped in Canada, there was a camper that came out and brought me a gift to give to you, and I of course was stuck in an adventure.
Okay.
So I couldn't get back in time. But Ahmed came by Rumors Winnipeg and gave me a Kenny Omega guy, and he gave me some G.I. Joes for you.
Fuck
little stand-up dudes.
Little metal decal ones?
Yeah.
Oh, all day long.
Yeah, so that was from Ahmed in Winnipeg.
Thank you, Ahmed. Jacob, I have a pack of cards for you. I think NASCAR cards. They're Joey Logano's that I have for you from somebody. I keep forgetting the brand.
I got a Coke bag full of his cum that someone sent me.
Ooh.
So I don't
Big
know if
week
you wanna,
for you.
I don't know if you want to put it on as a perfume or...
Phoenix was great. Hot. So hot. Legal recreational weed now. That rules. And the shows were all fucking great. And then the last show, last night, there was a girl. This is what I said. I think we have some callers for this one, Black Lou. One, if you were there and witnessed this in some way, please, you can call in. And also, I'd like to know from the ladies out there, the lady campers, call in, if this is possibly actually an accident or if this is exhibitionism. And I'd like to hear other lady stories of finding out that whatever it is you're
That is
doing
funny. That is
with your
possibly
tits.
the best heckle.
Just knocking your fucking yams around like that.
For Jay, it's just a chick playing with, being like...
It was so
And he's
distracting.
like, anyways, you guys ever...
Yeah.
You ever,
yes, that was happening. I go, and at another point, 'cause I had to acknowledge. So she did that, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," blah blah blah. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," whatever. And then she sits back and she's like, enjoying the show. Like they're great. They're good audience and good audience members themselves. This girl.
So she's laughing while she's holding her tits?
Now, what she's wearing, if I could describe, is like a white. I would have called it like a white. What would you say? Like a midriff showing, like tight tank top almost. You know what I mean?
So like a wife beater? Like a small...
No, not a wife beater. It's wrong because it's like a nice shirt, but it's like...
Sorry, that term shouldn't be used. Domestic abuser.
What would you call that, Christine? Like it's like a nice shirt. It's like a shirt, but it just shows your midriff and it hugs her tits tight. It's tank top.
Hey, what are those?
Camisole.
Camisole.
A tight camisole. Tight?
Can you bring it up as an example for the court?
Cropped camisole.
Cropped camisole.
Sounds fierce.
Tight.
Do they use that word anymore?
Tight, though.
Yeah, dude, she got a gay bestie dressing her like a Barbie.
Very possible this guy dressed her because this gets... Yep, perfect. Yeah. Yep, there we go. This is what I basically thought it was, but a little shorter, right?
Great look.
You following? Everybody following me here?
Yeah.
Yeah, just shut up a room full of men. Everyone's
locked-
like,
I don't know.
I'm
that. Every
locked
guy
in.
was like, I know that shit.
I don't know what kind of camisole or whatever kind of top this was that she was wearing, but where I thought it was all this one piece thing, I guess, I looked down at one point, 5 minutes later, I looked down, she's just laughing and smiling and being a pleasant audience member and looking at me, and her fucking right tit is now, it's like the shirt has opened around on either side of her tit.
What?
Like opened like a mouth and her tit's just coming out and she's just sitting there.
And her tits out.
So, tit is out.
The only thing I imagine...
Christine, let me finish the story, please.
Well, no, just talking about what
joking. Go
she's
ahead.
wearing, I think maybe she was wearing like a bandeau bra, like that just goes straight across, and then the cami over it, from what
Sure.
you're saying.
I didn't know we're
happened.
already in a relationship. We're calling it a cami, but all
Yeah,
right.
I love it. I love a nice little
Okay.
fun nickname.
Sure. Maybe that's what was
So
going on.
you got a fully, just a full titty
Dude,
popped out.
A fully. So I go,
Which
miss,
is like in the front row, no one else is seeing it. You're like, it's like seeing a ghost. You're like, are you guys
So
seeing this?
cool.
Anyone else seeing this?
I go, miss.
Anyone else fucking seeing this shit?
I go, miss. your entire tit is out. I'm so sorry, but it's crazy. Your whole tit is out. And she goes, oh, Jesus, oh, my God, sort of, and like starts putting it away. Everything. I look away almost even. I'm like, that's wild.
Please.
And then I go on. I keep going on.
Yeah.
Rolling on with whatever, comedy, talking to the crowd or whatever. And then
crushing it. You start going super confident in your description of your comedy.
I look down.
I go back to just absolutely
laying it out there.
I was killing so hard her tit popped out.
So I go, she puts it away.
Is she like mortified, or was she more like, oh, that thing?
She's being playful about it afterwards, but when I say her
she's
tits,
just shaking her tit.
No. But when I say her tits out, when I say that her titties out,
this thing's out.
when I say her titties out every time,
yeah,
she scurries to like get it away, put it away. But then I'll be like,
then winks at you.
No. But I'll be like, these guys over here are getting a fucking party, and then she would like, like lean over and squeeze her boobs, like to give cleavage and like shake it to be playful. It's nothing like. I don't have a problem with this lady whatsoever.
If I was sitting next to her husband, I'd say you married a dame that doesn't respect you.
Well, don't jump.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
But I'm saying she.
I thought they were in the lifestyle.
So I look down.
I'm getting pineapple vibes.
The guy's laughing about it and kind of whatever the whole time. No,
going
no
like
issues.
this. He's going, you likey?
I'm making jokes about that.
Yeah.
I'm saying things like where I'm like, you must like this to some degree. Because then I look down again another time. Whole tits out again. I go, miss. If it's even humanly possible.
That's
for a second time now. Your entire titty is out. Let me keep going.
Let me finish. Can I finish?
She puts it away. She goes, she starts like laughing again. It was being playful, and I come back yet again, titty out again. Third time. I go, miss. It's unbelievable. She goes, oh my God. She goes, it's crazy. I don't know what happens. I fix it, and then like she goes, whenever I laugh, it just like comes out. So this made for a fun thing. Whenever I laugh, it comes out. I go, oh really? It's you're laughing is what makes it comes out. I go, sit back. I'm gonna rip off some classics here. Yeah. And then people laughed at that, and we go on.
The tit came out, and then they laughed, and then the tit.
No, what became funny was the rest of the show. I kept doing this. Like I would say something, and we'd get like a big laugh. Or if it got like a moderate laugh, I would say is better example. Someone got like a moderate laugh, and I go, I'd be laughing. I go, I thought that was funny. I go, no, all right. I go, that was my gauge. Like titty's still in, so I guess it wasn't that good. And then it came out yet another time, and then she started. The scene then was people started handing her like napkins, almost, and she started stuffing napkins to fill the gaps of what I don't know. By that point, I had no idea, and the show was pretty much over. And she left. While I finished telling you what goes on here, I'll say female perspective here. Is she an exhibitionist? Does she want this to happen? Is it accidentally happening? And I'd also like you to call in and tell me the most accidentally exposed you've ever been and not realized it was happening. It goes back. I understand the Tara Reid thing far more than this. This was a tight shirt. How you wouldn't feel it. Like I've had underwear on me split in my life. Not like split like just like they're just gone. There's worn through. And like the seam opens up like between the nuts. And like your nut bag starts to pour through. And I know that. I know that's happening while it's happening. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, fuck, I think my underwear like has a hole in it or something in my... And I feel that space. I don't know how she didn't feel it, but before we get to the logistics of that, let me just say the emotional thing that went through this. So I went, after the show, I went back, and I come out to meet people afterwards, and they're in the back of the people that are waiting to meet me. And they're great. The husband...
The lady with the tit out.
The lady with the tit out, but...
The husband and the best friend.
She has now been purchased by the husband, I think, got her a... also, the husbands out there listening, or call in, please, because... I heard the rest of that night, or they went outside and she put on a Copper Blues t-shirt, tied it up, still looked phenomenal, by the way, and then left. She was apologetic, which she didn't have to be apologetic. It was fucking the moment of that show, that was wild. She left. They left. I heard she was sad in the car. They said, or not in the car, but like in the garage. A couple people saw her and said when they were leaving, like she was like upset. I guess the guy was probably maybe the guy was getting pissed or something. I don't know, but
she couldn't
imagine.
She should wear her Hulk Hogan rippable shirts that just keep busting open. It's like she's wearing gag shirts.
I couldn't.
She's like, should I put the one where the tit falls out when I move up? Like you go like that, and there's like a trap door on her boob.
I couldn't understand for the life of me why the shirt is ever worn. I think at one point the guy said, he goes, yeah, well, I knew when she was putting on the shirt. And I'm like, oh, that's the shirt
damn,
where her honkers fall out all the time. Because, I mean, these things, man, they just decided for whatever reason to sit on my left, all the guys who came by themselves at one table, sort of.
Was
so
that just
3 or 4
was
guys.
that just direct shot of the boob?
Direct shot of the boob. I mean, what a treat.
You just hear the left side vibrating.
What?
It's like, oh shit, I got another tit.
What a goddamn treat. I even had a guy who got to see it also was one of those people after the show. Say one of those people. It's a phenomenal thing. That came up and was like, like Bonfire fucking like saved my ass, dude. I went through rough times. My mother passed away, but it was a guy that we were 15 minutes before that. He was, every time I do, I'd look over at him and he'd be like, dude, hell yes. He had a girlfriend with him too. She was great. She didn't mind at all.
It's like I was going to shoot up the place unless I saw a tit.
But I want like
you delivered.
The female perspective on this. Have you been in trouble with your guy because he thinks but you didn't know you're...
I mean, I'm sure if it was like 2 times, the guy probably would have been like, hey, can we start checking that shirt before we go out?
Well,
but
I had...
yeah, I was going to say, Christine...
It was crazy. It was the first time I was wearing this combination of a new shirt and a bra. And the bra was a triangle top, and the shirt kind of was cut in a little bit.
Love it. Sounds like it lays great.
Fierce.
It was nice.
I bet you were looking fucking slamming.
She slayed.
So we were at Bobby Kelly's podcast, Above the Cellar, with Dante, Jay, and Bobby.
Which is a vibe.
And I'm sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden, Jay's looking at me, making a face and pointing at me, like really mad. And I look down, and the shirt had pulled in, and the bra had come out, and my boob was just out.
Fucking tit was just out.
And I had no idea. I was just sitting there with my tit out, no clue it had happened. I was like, oh shit.
She showed Lewis her tit once by
Well,
accident.
I put it away. What I told Jay is, I'm like, now if that happened again, if
Christine,
it started
don't act like
happening
you have
again
to put
and
your
again,
tits away. You covered it up.
I covered it up. I probably would have been like, I got to go change.
Let me store this thing.
Yeah, but you would have, I mean, after the second time, maybe go buy a comedy club shirt.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, something's wrong with my outfit. I can't.
Like, if it's happening, you probably said 6 to 7 times it happened?
No, 4.
Oh, and by the way,
4.
I also never wore that shirt bra combo ever again. I was like, this bra doesn't work with this shirt.
Did she have large breasts?
Oh, yeah.
I have a
Niceys.
picture of her, actually, but Instagram's not working.
I mean, niceys.
Man, oh man.
She was so... dude, she was so beautiful.
Jacob needs to go... You're going to be like, hey, can I just be your... can I be your stool tech?
No, I'm
And
telling you,
just
this
go-
girl was just fucking gorgeous.
Now-
36, I would have... I'm telling you, maybe if I got closer up on her, I saw her, I think, after the show. Nothing about her looked... I mean, she was just hot.
If I were the husband, I think after like the second time, you got to either be like, hey, can we switch seats?
Or he's into it.
You're in the front. Just be into it.
No, I'm saying, or he's into it. Because when I spoke to him after the show, he was just like a big fan, but he was a sweet guy, and left. But like people said, like as they went on, like he was pretty, and they left pretty fast. It seemed like people that may have hung out and like had some drinks, but he bought her a copper blue shirt and fucking sped her ass out the fucking door. But I mean, also he's in a room where she's a star because everybody. One, because whenever something like that's happening in comedy, even with the girls, I told you, in San Francisco, where the girl kept showing her titties.
Yeah.
Some people in the audience love it. Some people are fine with it because the comedy that's coming off of it.
I love talking to the staff.
And then some people are fucking like angry that it's become the thing for multiple reasons. Some of them are just like they're focusing on like maybe they think it's boring,
yeah,
or maybe somebody thinks it's like this bitch is trying to get attention. Because there's a lot of that after the show. It's like that bitch wanted attention. I'm like maybe, but every time I said your fucking tit is out, she was like, oh my God, Jesus Christ, again. And I'm like, how are you not knowing this is happening?
Here's why I don't think you can blame bad ball control. I think she has handles on her tits because she was squeezing them together and giving you a show. She was
that wasn't for me. That was for other people.
But I'm saying she knew how to get in there and handle it.
This
so I'm
girl's
thinking
looks are her thing. I asked her what she does for a living. So she sells used cars. I'm like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, man.
I bet you move those fucking cars.
Dude, she gets old Hyundais off the lot like
oh
a
my
son
God,
bitch.
Bending over them. Let me rip this sticker off.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Sorry. Are my bat wings hanging?
If you buy this Honda, I'll let you oil me up.
Oh, sorry. Is my Stingray showing?
And then, okay. Dude,
What's
that's
this?
so funny.
A picture of her?
Oh
yeah.
See if that's confirmed. Yeah, I don't know. That is distracting.
I'll take a look.
100%. 100%.
You should have the tied up shirt.
Yeah, dude. Oh, there's another
Stand
picture.
up, turn around, and bend over.
Yeah. That's with the copper blue
We're
shirt
doing a
on.
show. Show your ass.
Oh, dude, I'm so mad. I
Yeah.
missed that. Let me see. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't.
Now, dude, she's smoking hot. God bless. Good for this guy. Good on him, dude.
Lou, let me make sure.
Crying
that's
or
her.
not. Yeah, you should probably make sure. Double check, Jacob.
And full boob.
Dude, her whole. Here's the thing. At least the important parts. No, not her whole boob, I guess, because it would come out of the side. But I mean, her fucking full nip in various states of her. The first time I would have said when her nips are soft, I think she has those real soft pink. You know, the soft pink, where it's almost the same color as the tit, and then it tightens up to a nice darker pink. Saw both.
Yeah, dude. I wonder if this is just like the thing that happens to them when they're like, "You can never sit front row. Your tit always comes out."
I said I was making things on stage about like this can't be the first time. Like this comes up.
Yeah, you
There's
have
like
to
the girl
have,
I told you. Did I tell you? But yeah, we were right about the girl. Were you on an episode where I said about the girl in the section that me and Isabella went to the Sixers game, and the girl kept like grinding on a fucking guy.
Yeah, and it wasn't even her husband.
And it wasn't even the guy she was with, and the husband just had that face of like, oh, this is what she does. This is always what she does.
She's a pig.
Oh, okay.
She's not a pig, Jacob. She's
like
a
that.
woman. She's a woman who likes to laugh.
She's definitely no pig.
Oh, these are all pretty good ones so far. We should go with Maddie in New Jersey. Maddie?
Hello?
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 Hello? Jesus.
Sorry, Maddie. I didn't mean to wake you up.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting to be actually called on. That's
It's all right.
not what I was planning on. But yeah, I used to be a lifeguard, and we would be like randomly tested on CPR, and my tits would come out of my bathing suit every time I did CPR, and no one would tell me until I finished. And the best part, it was recorded by like 57-year-old men when I was like 16 years old.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that is the best part.
That is so fucking cool.
What a best part. I have a question, Maddie. Why would they have you lifeguard in a thing where your tits could pop out of?
Yeah, dude, they gave her a Baywatch suit. They're like, this isn't even reasonable.
Well, it was like, I don't think they expected me to be as busty as I was at the time.
Don't you understand? We can't hire any more busty lifeguards. They're big.
These suits aren't prepared for these buxom 16-year-olds.
Dude, this is such a premise of a fucking Cinemax movie from like 91.
We only have one more suit, but she's the best we got. But what about those heavy hangers?
There's been so many drownings.
Were you a good lifeguard? I mean, swimming must have been simple.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, she's
I was
buoyant.
a competitive swimmer for like 13 years, so I was good at it. And then I became the head lifeguard, but people thought that was strictly because when I did CPR, my tits came out of my suit, so I was like favored after that. But I try not to think that's why.
She has the most saves in the history of this pool. She's
A question, Maddie.
She's performed CPR on over 30 people.
You know those guys had that videotape transferred to digital.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna need to put this on the dark web.
Yeah, 16. That's fucking creepy.
That is gross.
I don't know. What do you? If you're 57, you don't. Do they know your age? No.
Yeah, they read their palms.
Yeah, no, they do. They interviewed us, and we had to like fill out our birthday. So
No, I mean the 57-year-old. The 57-year-olds filming.
yeah,
you.
no, he knew. He knew.
The guy who filmed you knew.
Oh, God.
Absolutely.
Oh,
when I-
Maddie, we're gonna bring this whole thing down. I think you're our star witness.
Where is this? Is this
Fucking
the Lindenwold, New Jersey public pool? We'll own that place.
We're gonna take out this pedo pool.
The pedo pool.
Well, it was known as pedo pool because our ex-boss had frequently slept with multiple like little boys in there.
Oh, what?
So,
I don't know why that hits me
yeah.
less. I don't know why that hits me less. I go, I thought you said pedophile. That's just a freaky fucking gay dude. Pedophiles may bang young chicks, right?
Wait, so it was just known, and then he was just still running the pool? He just had this Lou Pearlman
Yeah,
rep?
Damn.
Yeah, it's in a very, very small town in New Jersey. Like, if you know where East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania is, it's like 15 minutes the opposite direction.
All right. Well,
So
just gave up.
nobody
that.
cared.
No one gave a shit at all. You said something about it.
No, because this was before it was like a movement. So I was like, well, I'm still getting paid and I don't want to be at home. So I guess I'll just deal with it.
That's fair enough, I guess. And you knew the video was out there.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn. Did any other 16-year-olds see it? That would have fucking blown my mind if I was 16 and I saw the big-titted girl from school's honkers hanging out of her shirt. That must be so...
You would
I know
have
we
been
talked about
flooded
it
with
before.
prom invites.
We've talked about it before, but like that must be such a different fucking world, man. For like a teenager now, like it's probably not crazy to have seen the tits of almost every popular girl in your school if they sent it to one of the guys.
Well, this fucking poor girl just knows that this guy just has this tape.
Yeah, I'm not talking about
She's
that.
just
No,
like-
Maddie's got a whole different thing. There's an old man beating off to her childhood image.
She's got a legitimate problem in her life that we could probably take down.
Yeah, where is this guy now? Is he still out
Jay,
there?
you got to get one of your pedophile hunter friends.
Because I
put
tell you
him
what, I
on the
know some
fucking
guys
case.
put this guy on blast.
Maddie, I think you just reached out. Jay's the new fixer. He's like Ray Donovan, but with pedophiles.
Well, you want this guy ruined? Do you want him to do push-ups over someone's ball bag?
You want public humiliation, or you just want a long interview?
Yeah, how do you want this to go? I could run this several different ways.
Interesting question. Maddie, how old would he be now?
Then he's probably about 70 now, I want to say.
Yeah, we could crack him down.
7-year-old beating off.
No, he died 5 years ago. He came to death.
We've never found a torso completely dry. He looked like a fucking Pompeii.
Like, this guy's like halal meat.
Yeah,
He's
look at this
void
guy.
of fluids.
His beef jerky. This guy got dried out.
That guy keeps that videotape on his person.
Yeah,
That
that was
videotape
probably in his.
with
It was
it.
probably in his will.
I bet he's
His
old. And
son
doesn't-
got a hard drive.
I think he
He's
doesn't know
like,
how to
"Oh
use.
my God."
He doesn't know how to use anything, probably. So he still just has another phone just to keep that video around.
He goes, "This is my Nextel."
He goes, "Look at that though, digital." Yeah,
at
was it at a time, Maddie, at least where the picture wasn't that good, or was this thing like 4K?
No, it was like 4K.
Ah, Jesus H Christ!
She goes, "Excuse me, sir. Why are there ring lights for the CPR instruction?" And he's like, "I just want to make sure everything's lit properly."
It does the thing that when the titty comes out, he does this where it turns slow motion. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I
Maddie,
would
well, I'm
love to-
glad you escaped pedo pool with just simply childhood pornography made of you. God knows how bad it could have been.
I want to find this guy. I want to take down his empire.
Maddie, have your titties plopping out against your will, or not against you, involuntarily, been a problem any other place in your life?
Yes. Well, actually, a few times. One of them, Jay, was actually at one of your shows.
Damn,
I
Jay.
know. I don't know what's going on.
Dude,
with
Jay
him.
just makes tits come out. The tits come out at Jay.
He goes, "Did you kill?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "How many titties did you see in the audience?"
Yeah.
He goes, "You mean girls pulling their titties out?" He goes, "No." How many girls did you laugh their titties out of their shirt?
Dude, Jay just jiggles them out.
What show was it?
It was the recording for Live at Webster.
And your titty came out in the audience?
Yeah, I was in the back because I was with my older brother. So,
We had a 360
fortunately, he
cam.
didn't see it. He didn't see it.
He didn't see it, thank God. You know why? Because he was laughing so hard his dick fell out.
Whoa.
You guys got to stop letting your parents make your clothes for you.
That's the most older brother sentence you can say. You go, "Stop laughing so hard, your tit comes out."
Yeah, I'm your brother. She goes, "Your dick keeps flopping around." He goes, "I know. We got to start wearing regular clothes to shows." Your titty fell. What were you wearing that your titty just fell out?
Similar to what the girl sounds like she was wearing, like a camisole, and I had a bandeau bra on. So I thought it would be fine because I was like, it's not going to be an issue. Obviously, I was fucking wrong, but you live and you learn.
But does a part of it, because you're wearing the show to show off your big magnificent titties, I'm assuming, without showing them to the world, do they pop out? Are you mortified for the day? I'm talking to you as an adult now. Are you or are you just kind of like, people saw my tit, who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, I did stuff with NYU where I took my tits out for like fun on purpose. So now if people
Yeah,
What
it's
class is that?
college.
What class is that?
Flashers 102. Flashers 101, you don't see any tits. Flasher 102 is when tits and dick show up.
You got to get to the next lev.
But yeah, I don't care. It's a body part. If people are going to see it in general, why not do it on my own terms?
True that. Do you have exhibitionism in you? That's what I was almost asking about that. Do you, me and Christine, I think I've talked about this before. Our house now doesn't have anything where anybody can see inside. But sometimes I'd walk by, or I wouldn't mind if Christine walked by the window with her chaunch out, because you're like, well, it's putting good energy out into the world, and maybe it'll come back to me in the form of a tit in the front row. And look at that. It did.
But I can't believe how many instances it's happened. Even recently. Phoenix, San Francisco, this lady at the taping at Live at Webster
Do
Hall.
you, Christine, have like an exhibition? Do you kind of want people to see it? I mean, early in our relationship, you didn't want to fuck outside someplace because you said it was outside, but you fucked outside before. Do you?
Yeah, but our relationship, our relationship already had such a vibe of like not getting caught, that not getting caught on top of it was like too much.
Yeah, you didn't want to double down.
I was like, what if somebody sees us and blows up our whole spot?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
that's understandable. That's an
But do you have
understandable.
do you care if like window washers like see your hooch, or is your instinct to shut the windows?
No, it can be kind of fun. Like when our old shower, I told you there was a window, and sometimes there'd be people in the yard, and I'd leave the window open.
Well, they can't see in that.
Do you think those window washers are just bored by like horny ladies that try doing that, where they're like, look at my pussy, and they're like, I don't care,
Dude,
I got
I
fucking
would.
26 more floors.
Every
I
job,
gotta clean this whole fucking building.
That is weird. At our
every
window.
job I've ever thought about having has revolved around the possibility of like a freaky, like fuck thing happening. Like when I moved to New York,
That's how you followed your professional trail.
Yeah.
As you go, can I fall into a fun pornographic like sexual situation?
not
driving strippers.
Yeah, he was
comedy.
a plumber. He was a plumber.
No, forget
delivered
those.
pizzas.
You're more in the realm of what I'm talking about there.
He was a landlord, and she better have the rent.
It wasn't that. It wasn't anything you had a major skill for. I remember when I moved to New York, I was like, until I found out what you do have to kind of go through some ordeal to be a cab driver. It's a bit of an ordeal, but I was like, oh, cab driver, because text cab confessions. There's going to be people 69ing in the back of the seat by the. And then I'm thinking to myself, I'm not going to make any money because I'm only going to drive around. I'm like, no, they're ugly. Like, I'm never going to turn my light on. Like, and I goes, oh, this girl looks like she fucking blows guys in cars. Like, yeah, let's do it.
Oh, dude.
And then
you was a creepy cab.
dude, window washer. I'm like, you sit there and look at, and they can't get mad. Some lady's in there just dildoing herself, and then you just lower like.
I think you can describe.
And then you got to be like, sorry, miss, this is I'm contracted by the building.
You can describe all of your possible jobs as. Anytime you can do that at work and not get in trouble. This is a window washer, cab driver.
Just places where you could see people fucking by accident.
Go, oh no, I stumbled into it. Butler. You could have been a butler and do it. They
Oops,
walk into
doodles.
naughty things.
Matt, are you still there?
Yes.
Public sex, yay or nay?
Yeah, I'm into it.
You're into it?
You should just not sound into it. Yeah, I could go for it. Whatever. She goes,
I don't know.
I don't give a
She
shit.
goes, before the summer comes into full flux, sure.
It depends on the humidity.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'm very pale, so it depends on the sun where we are currently.
Oh, you don't want to get burnt tits. That's got to suck.
It does. I had sun poisoning on them a few times.
Sun poisoning on your tits?
That's God
Where were
TFing
these
you.
tits out?
That's God TFing you till you're sick.
Where were they out so much?
Lifeguard.
It's very hard to buy a bathing suit that fits correctly. So if I'm just like at the beach in a bathing suit, I'm gonna get sunburned.
Oh, you mean like so your
and I
top of
can't
your
really
chest?
control it.
What'd you think? She meant
But
bottom
also
boob?
near the tits.
Yeah, near the nip. Yikes.
Yeah.
That's gotta be weird. You got stuck in an acid fire or something, a chemical fire. Chemical burns.
Yikes.
That's great, Lou. Jacob's not even in here. Good for you, Maddie. Well, you party for sure.
Well, keep those tits bundled up, Missy.
Yeah, SPF 150 them yams.
God bless.
on it.
God bless.
Do the right thing. Do you have a boyfriend currently? If he hears this, he's going to get a real big boner. That was a hot phone call.
No, unfortunately, he ruined things, so I do not. But that's a different story.
Why? What'd he do? What did he like fucking inside all the time? What,
Maddie.
do you hate when your titties fall out like a pussy?
Flaming on you on the way out, dude. I don't know. All right. Thanks, Maddie.
Yep, have a good day.
Hell yeah.
I hope you don't have too much back pain.
And let's see. These other ones, I'll just read them off here. Dave in California says, in Vegas with his wife, had to hop a barrier, and his wife had no panties on. That's like, and everybody sees it, I guess.
I think it's just circumstantial. I bet not a lot of people saw it.
Take Dave put Dave on for a second. I got to ask him if he was into that or was mortified by it.
I mean, it's probably like situational. He probably wasn't like,
Well, that's what I'm
don't wear
saying.
panties in case we have to go around this barrier.
No, no.
He looks up construction sites.
Totally situational.
Oh, no, it looks like I've put you in quite the
Oops.
predicament.
Oh, I must not have paid attention and walked the construction
Looks like you have to do these monkey bars on the way over.
Looks like you have to rappel down with your pooper hanging out.
Uh-oh.
Plus,
Puss. Dave.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I don't know if you heard what Dan just said. I'm not talking so much did you like it as it was the plan, but here's the thing. If a bunch of strangers saw Christine's chaunch by accident, I could see I'm like, yeah, drink it in, motherfuckers. If like I said, Lewis saw her tit and I was fucking upset the rest of the day. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why did Lewis accidentally see your tit? Were you into everyone see? And where was the barrier?
All right, so we were on the Vegas Strip, and it got completely packed to where, like, we were, like, not moving. So you can imagine, like, how many people were there. And there was a barrier separating us from a little path that people started using, that people were just, like, going past the whole congestion area. So I came up with the idea, I was like, hey, let's hop this barrier. And she goes, Dave, if I hop this barrier, everyone's going to see my pussy. She goes, I'm not wearing any panties. So I had to think, like, right then and there, like, do I want everyone to see my wife's cooch, or do I want to be on top of the show?
Both.
That's so funny, though. You go, good news, bad news. All right. Well, good news is you're not wearing any panties. Bad news is this fucking Vegas Strip about to get
Was there any way, Dave, to pick her up and put her over the barrier so she can keep her legs closed?
No. It was kind of high. It was, no, yeah, so I definitely had to, like, hoist my whole stuff over, and there's no way I could have lifted her over. So I was like, fuck it, babe. I was like, you got to do it. And she wasn't happy about it, but at the same time, it's fucking Vegas, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's there to have a good time anyway. So fucking the cooch came out, big deal. So she fucking hopped over the barrier and then got a reaction like I knew she would.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, really?
I was going to say, did it? 'Cause sometimes people, a lot of people might not be looking, but most people saw and what did they give her? A whoa-ho? Were they into it?
Yeah, basically, yeah. I was like, oh.
Was it a good day for no panties? Was it was the bush in shape? Was she woofing this day? I mean, there's a lot of things that can go on.
No, it was there. We were there for a wedding, so she was
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lady prom.
Oh, a wedding? Oh, yeah, that thing was tight.
Yeah, you guys fucking get jacked for weddings.
That was so shaved, it didn't even have the red marks yet. Good on her.
Yeah.
And everyone loved it, and then did it make you want to fuck after that?
Not really. I mean, it was just because we were so caught up in the moment, just trying to fuck. We were frustrated, like, we were pissed that we just got caught up in that.
Yeah, I love how you put. I love that, Jay. You put like an erotic glaze on all of this.
You're not wrong. I was just saying the same
you
thing.
Put such a horny glaze on it, where in reality they're like, we gotta fucking get over there, and in your mind she's like, you're like, get that pussy.
What's I'm saying? I'm picturing her show. I'm picturing her showing where she's like, she's kind of giving it to the guys, like,
Daddy,
hey, gentlemen.
Daddy, my kitty cat is all out.
Meanwhile, her personally about was probably like, oh, fucking grow up.
Yeah.
You never seen a pussy. You came out of your mother's.
Shut up, you watch me give birth. Move. Move. I'll go first.
I'll jump over first. Thanks for the call, Dave. Good shit. Good fucking shit. I don't know. I can't believe you haven't seen any nudity on stage, Dan. Not once ever, huh?
Yeah, man. Sorry. I'm such a square. Having my fucking audience. I go,
no, I'm just surprised
you keep your body parts away.
A girl not even flashing her tits. I've had tits flashing me a lot.
Shut your shirts and open your ears.
That's right. The concert that I saw, I haven't been to a lot of shows where you see girls flashing, like, on shoulders flashing.
Sure.
But when we went to Rob Zombie, it was like constant.
Really?
It felt like the 90s. There were so many girls flashing the
Tits
stage.
galore. Dude, you got a Rob Zombie fan base.
Hey, everyone, this is my new thing now. When you're in the front row of my show, I've seen all the tits already. Start wearing no panties, start flashing box. I want to come home with bigger, better stories. My tit stories are getting old at this point.
But then there's going to be a guy being like, she's going to be like, no, we got to sit in the front. And he's like, why? And she's like, we're sitting in the front. And then she just notices her just doing it bad. She's like, there you go, Jay. Huh? There you go.
Yeah, just a little fucking hooch look. Thought there was an outside shot. The tits girl was giving a little bit of hooch because the skirt was short too, but I was too wrapped up in those fucking mambos hanging out.
And her boyfriend was just like, hey, just a sweet guy.
But the word on the street was that they were not happy in the parking lot.
Yeah, you wonder if it's a head coach quarterback talk after that on the walk back to the locker room. Like, what the fuck are you doing
Also,
out there?
if it's real,
what are you doing? You're throwing right in the coverage.
If it's a real argument too.
There's a fucking ball.
But Dan, if it's a real argument and you're getting double teamed by, like, you're a pissed off guy because your girl's tits were just out, and you're getting ganged up on by the chick and her gay best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, stop it, Eric. Just fucking let her live.
Yeah.
She's
Big whoop to do.
Oh, my God. Well, you're lucky you didn't know her in college.
Yeah, and he hates pussy. He goes, so they saw her stink tunnel.
Oh, my God. Woof. I'd fucking pay her to put him away. So what? They were out. Good for you.
I said she was more offensive by even showing that stinker to begin with.
God, stop it. Enough. Her tit came out. Grow the fuck up.
Nobody wants to see your wrinkles, Lydia.
I sucked off one of the waiters during the show. Did you know that?
Should we take our first break?
Yeah, we're 40 in. Where did Jacob go? Does he
He's
know?
wrestling with his brother upstairs. Are they
Come
wrestling
here.
amongst all of our stuff?
Come here. Everyone knows.
I hope his brother comes in and picks on him like fucking Wayne from Wonder Years.
He's like, come here, butthead.
Hey, butthead, get over here.
He goes, no, my neck. You know it's injured.
Ow!
Stop.
Ow! Here he comes. My brother says I have to suck my thumb the rest of the show.
He put me in the Boston Crab. Jacob.
What's up? Is your brother picking on you? You want to stick up for you?
You got some campaign shirts, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Where's your
Now you're
brother?
hawking that merch.
Can't come in.
Why can't he come in?
He's not vaccinated. He doesn't believe in it. He calls it the government juice.
Why? He's a big Trumper?
Huge Trumper.
Is he a gay man and doesn't want to talk about all this tits and pussy?
Yeah.
Oh, he had to go out for business.
What's
Did he now?
business?
What's business? What is business?
Yay.
Did he bully you and you don't want us to see it?
Campaign business.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he's on the campaign trail.
Look at that.
Huh?
Oh,
Christine, that's a perfectly gigantic necked shirt for your tit to fall out of.
Oh, wow. How on
I'm
brand. Show
Look
it
at
off,
those.
dude. Campaign. Who? Campaign Wine Company, dude. Look at these smart shirts.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to take Ryan's call before we go to break because Ryan is a genius, and I appreciate things like this in life. Ryan, are you there?
Crackle, crackle. What's up, boys?
Crackle,
yeah,
crackle.
dude.
Now, as I was saying, I'd like to be a window washer because you'll be contracted to go look in windows and
Yeah.
possibly see people fucking or
Please,
tits
someone
or whatever.
Photoshop Jay as dirty jobs, but it's like him looking up under
Well,
Jay's dirty
and
jobs.
I said I said taxi cab driver because people will fuck in the back seat.
You should do that with Brazzers. Have them do, like, instead of a dirty jobs on, like, Travel Channel, have you do on...
You know, porn companies, if you're out there listening, I'll do it. I'll do dirty jobs where I watch people fuck. Ryan, please tell the job and
Yes.
what you did. I love it.
Jiffy Lube, and I was the pit boss, basically, where you are underneath the car getting your oil changed. And literally, when there was a hot chick... that was
Wait, hang
coming
on
in
a second,
with
Ryan. I don't know if
going-
let me paint a picture for the audience if they were, and also the crew, if they don't know. When he says the pit, at Jiffy Lube, like the oil lube places, they're actually under the ground.
Yeah.
They're not, the car's not lifted. They're in a thing underneath the car.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Ryan.
So when a hot chick with a sundress would be on, when they try to sell you the air filter and all that shit, that was a total scam just to get the chick out to where you could literally look right up her fucking skirt.
How many times?
The whole-
What was the ratio of chaunched
Panties,
underwear
no
to chaunched?
panties?
Yeah.
I'd probably say 45%. Panties, no panties, yeah. Probably by 4.5
bless.
to 1, yeah.
We've
God
really,
bless Ryan.
we've really lost our way in this country.
No.
I used to tell the girls.
No, this is 20 years ago. Come on.
20 years ago, before this was a thing.
I mean, look at that. Now I bet it's 100% no underwear. There's all these women walking around with their unkept clams.
Yeah.
And all these poor mechanics have to sit in this bottom dwelling.
Yo, if you're underneath the
kidding.
fucking car changing oil filters all day, and the simple to do of like, hey miss, come over here. For no reason whatsoever, I'm going to show you where the air filter goes and show you why yours is clogged up.
Yeah. You should
or right, Ryan, they'll bring you over and be like, look, your air filter is good. They just want to get you over by the hole.
He's like, can you come over here? He goes, you hear this noise? Do you hear this noise? And she goes, I don't. He's leaning in.
She goes, no, it's funny. He goes, you don't hear the noise at all. She goes, I don't hear noise. She goes, listen closer. He goes, do you hear the noise? She goes, no. He goes, there's no noise. Your car's perfect. Thank you, miss.
I just wanted you to look over here and see this wonderful engine.
Damn, you ever seen any jewelry dangling, Ryan? Or the legs are a little too close for that. Also, have you ever seen
pussy piercing?
Yeah, have you ever seen a girl? Has a girl ever kind of like saw what was going on and gave you a little spread action?
No. It was,
Okay.
They had
Okay.
no idea what was going on.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
And all the vacuum guys will steal all the drugs out of your car. Guarantee it. They're going to steal every fucking piece of weed or fucking pills you got in your car. They stealing it.
I love that Ryan.
No,
I like Ryan.
20.
Ryan went from admitting to like peeping to be just flipping on his co-mechanics. He's like, by the way, those guys are gonna fucking rip.
Oh
you
yeah, everybody there was pretty bad.
Everyone's dirty. Everyone's dirty. I got cases on everybody.
Jiffy Lube.
What, you think the guy in the front selling you fucking air fresheners is cool too? He's a pedophile.
Christine's gonna go get a fucking oil change this weekend and start doing little Kim poses over the fucking hole.
She goes, oh, is it weird? Was this dent here before? Drop it. Drop it.
You guys want to see me puff my asshole in and out?
The car goes down. He's like, whoa, whoa.
Whoa! God
Yo.
damn.
The old stand, if you guys remember, the hostess stand, when you were downstairs by the curtain, it was just
I
a
remember.
straight shot up their skirts.
in front of the bathroom.
Not even
Yeah.
that. Just half the stairs were on a 90-degree angle. So when if you were 4 stairs behind any of the servers wearing a skirt, you're just looking at underwear. It was crazy.
But I would tell the
was
girls to wear shorts
crazy.
under their skirts. I'm like, people can see right up your skirts, and they're totally looking. You should wear shorts.
And you're right.
And sometimes they just wouldn't.
And if they wouldn't, that means they're whores and deserve it. Wait, hang on. I didn't mean that. I took juice today.
Yeah, dude, I watched Christine juice up Jay.
Yeah,
Watched him
goddamn
take
right you
his,
did.
his steroid shot.
Ryan, Godspeed.
Then
What
he
job?
hit me.
What job do
Hey,
you do?
come to New Orleans. Come to New Orleans. Y'all both need to come to New Orleans.
What job do you do now where you get to look at pussy?
I'm a real estate agent, so
Nice.
Dude,
That's a genre of porn too. You show a house, the girl sucks you off, you give her a low
it's also
interest
very,
rate.
very, very high volume of former hot girls in the real estate game.
Oh,
That's where hot girls go to retire.
Oh yeah, for
They
sure.
They go show a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and then they're like, kind of flirt with you, and then all of us that never got any in high school were like, oh yeah, it's a fucking pretty good deal.
Well, it's New Orleans. You got Creole pussy.
He go, oh, this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath right near the gator swamp. We gonna go in there and get the hot pussy.
Come over, come take a look at that gator.
Get a little sweet hot
Take
pussy.
a little peek at that gator.
Let's take our first break.
Okay.
We'll be right back. It's the Bonfire. I talk like this now.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings, and full shows always on SiriusXM.